Hello everybody. So today we are going to be watching City Lights. This is from the Charlie Chaplin films that I've seen. This is my personal favorite one. I'm really looking forward to getting or to watching it again with you guys here on the channel. I am a Charlie Chaplin fan. I'm a fan of the silent era. I'm still amazed how well all of his films hold up. There was a period like about a month ago where I was really into Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, and I watched like a bunch of their shorts like back to back to back to back, and it's insane. The things they do is insane, and it still holds up. They're like magic tricks. Like, I don't understand how they did half of the things they did and how they were alive for such a long time. You know, it boggles my mind. So I'm really excited to getting into this today. Is there a Buster Keaton film on there? There's no Buster Keaton movies on my list. Refund. I don't know what to tell you. We gotta cancel the series now. That's it. We're done. But no, I'm just kidding. One of these days, I will probably just on my own as a fun little bonus. I'll probably react to a Buster Keaton film so I could compare and contrast his style to Chaplin, because I think that would be neat. Personally, I think I might be the only one interested in that. If you are, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This movie is a part of the IMDb Top 100 movies. We have a poster and we're going through all of them. This is a series on my channel. This was the worst way I could have explained it. I thought it couldn't get worse than last time, but lo and behold, I find a way. So yeah, if you don't know anything about that, I will have a link in the description to go check that video out. Yeah, so stick around to the end to find out what we're watching next, and you can see me spin the wheel. Yeah, so let's just get right into this. This is City Lights. Criterion. We're finally in the Criterion collection. Give it up for Criterion, keeping movies alive. Hey, Janice Phil, yay, another one. Yeah, let's go. 2 people keeping cinema alive. We love that. This is probably the shortest credits we're gonna find for the movies in this series. But damn, it still amazes me how they could do all of this with a relatively short crew. Also, before anyone points it out, I know that Charlie Chaplin plays the character of the tramp in multiple movies, but you know, none of them are connected to each other directly. It's like the multiverse of Tramp. So it doesn't matter. To the people of this city, we donate this monument peace and prosperity. I forgot about the kazoo sounds. That's such an inspired way, though, to like convey dialogue. And you know what? At this time, the mics could only pick up like a higher frequency, so that it probably would end up sounding something like this. Or not higher frequency, but like on the higher end. You know what I mean. It's a really nice monument. But it also makes you wonder, like, how long has he been sleeping there for? He doesn't see anything wrong. This is just where he sleeps. This is his bed. Everyone has to stop. Yeah, it's America. We have to salute the flag. Even him. Even the tramp. Did she try not... Did she almost break? I thought he was going to go down the front. But you know what? That's even better. Make use of the entire set. You know, everything in the shot is important in this, you know? Like the background, even though you wouldn't expect him to climb over the fence, that's what he ends up doing. You know, you expect him to come closer, come down the statue the normal way, but instead, you know, he takes the less obvious route. But still, you know, it makes sense given the context of the scene. It's great. I also think it's interesting to look at his outfit too. Like his clothes are ripped. Like visually, you just understand where he is in this society, or just society in general. You understand that he's like a lower class. Especially when you put him in this environment where he's just surrounded by everyone else who's like dressed relatively fancy or something. And I love this first scene because it's like this is the first time the tramp is like seen as a person, you know? No one is like being rude to him or like yelling at him. He's finally being like accepted by someone. Yeah, and this is where we learn. Would you pick it up, sir? Yeah. I think it was smart to leave that title card for that moment because that's when it really lets it sink in. They're also two broken souls in a way. You know, one is poor in a lower class and everyone hates him, and the other one is, you know, blind. And yeah. I'm amazed that she's like I'm amazed that she's able to like do her work like this. Not to, you know, look down upon blind people, but I'm just a little shocked with like no assistance. That's very impressive. Is the music gonna change? When she starts crying, please tell me the music's gonna change. Oh, that would be so cool. We'll never find out if the music would change. Oh my god, can I show this on YouTube? Like, wait, can I actually? Oh my god. I knew what was gonna happen, but I didn't think about like what it would look like in a video on YouTube. I'm gonna assume it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's okay. See, it's a good. I love sound effects like that too. It's like a live action Looney Tunes cartoon, or like some kind of like over the top thing. You know, we don't even need dialogue to oh, never mind. Tomorrow the birds will sing. But we didn't even really need that to like fully understand what's going on here. You know, we can tell visually. Isn't he still connected to the rock? Is he not connected to the... Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Okay, he's like not connected to the rock anymore. That's good, that's good. Only true comedy masters would be able to turn something dark as this into like a comedic set piece. I'm cured. That's a fun way of describing depression. You've cured me of my depression. I liked visually that we had him rising the steps, almost like he's rising to a higher class in life, or something along those lines. I cannot think. Any news? Only that your wife sent for her baggage, sir. Okay, so he's getting divorced. Good! You know what? That also informs what just happened, you know, in a weird way. Is it related to that? Possibly. He's sort of friendship. I forgot about that bit. I don't know. I think it works better without the close-up. I think it works better if we just leave it here. Who am I to tell Charlie Chaplin what's funny, though? You know what I mean? This is oddly enough the most mature... Yeah, you guys drank that all real fast. But this is oddly enough the most mature film I've watched so far on the channel. It's from 1930 something. We got drugs. We don't have drugs. That's the one thing we don't have. We had something YouTube doesn't like. We had alcohol. The gun. Where did he put the gun? Does the tramp have it? Does he have it? Who has the gun? Hey, they're giving him a suit, finally. Again, representing his somewhat higher class status right now. Oh my god. He does look really good in a suit like that, I will say. Costume design really popped off with this one. But he also looks somewhat uncomfortable in it. You know, it's a little too big in his shoes. Yeah. See, good way of having the costume match with his character at the moment. That's so smart, though. And even this moment. This is how you get a black long. Is his even lit? His is not lit, right? Yeah. Oh. It took me a minute to catch on to what the gag was. Oh my god. This is a high society rush. This is what you guys served in high society back in the day. Plain ass noodles and a sausage. Where did he get that? Oh, he got it from the table. See? This is why it's important. This is why, like, props and what you have in your location is so important. Think of all the gag opportunities with what I got in my room right now. The bed, the yoga mat back there, the posters, the light setup. You can like, what's in frame is important in this film. It's so great. Is there even, please tell me there's some sauce on that. Don't tell me you're just eating bare ass noodles. Don't tell me that you're doing that. I do like that I love the implication that this is what high society people do, is they get the silly string or whatever, the things in the can, they go psh. That's what they all got. That's what we do in parties. You know what? If it's just bland, I can see how he'd get it confused, because that's just wrong, buddy. You shouldn't serve people that. Slide was so... I love this so much. Dude, I wonder how much fun the sound design people had doing that. They must have had a blast. Nothing in the score matches what's going on here. That trombone player is playing his thing wrong. Oh my god. The shoes are slippery. Yeah, that's right. You know what? Good payoff. Good payoff to that gag. I love my silly little sound effects. We need more of that, please. See, kids, this is why you should drink and drive, because have you ever had a dream? That you I forgot the point I was trying to make, but it didn't matter. It's okay. I like your car. Keep it, it's yours. But yeah, he's climbing up the steps to a better life. He has to help him up, just like how he helped him get his life back on his feet, but he's still kicked out and shunned back down the steps. Blocking and staging is so important. It's so, especially without dialogue, in order to convey what's going on, you need to like have a really good sense of like how to block and stage your actors. Mise en scène. That's the only way you can really convey it. It's either that or through the score. But visually, film is a visual medium, right? So you need to like really, really hammer home the visual side of the storytelling. I'm glad that he's sticking up with him too, you know? Or sticking up for him, I mean. I like how his whole demeanor changes when he's talking with her. It's like very, very sweet. $10. Buddy, in today's economy, $10 would get you one flower, not the whole bouquet. God damn, I wish I lived in this era. No, I don't, but I wish I could pay this era prices. I wish things cost the same amount as it did back then. Again, always take the unexpected route, I guess. Just to go around the little pole. Again, what's in frame is important. Even down to the smallest details. Oh, the cat was like just out of, like, it was just in the top of the frame earlier. They didn't pay any attention to it, but you could see it. Oh man, there's so many hidden setups. It's great. The Sober Dawn awakens a different man. That title card goes so hard. Like. I love the little Mickey Mousing effect we got going on with the music whenever he's trying to like straighten himself up, dust himself off. It's great. Again, adds personality to this. Oh! He just... Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't remember. The sober dawn awakens a new man. I'm gonna remember that title card for the rest of my life, dude. Even though I've already seen this film once, I don't know how I forgot that one. But that's gonna stick with me from now on. Must be wealthy. Yes, but he's more than that. See, I love that because it establishes early on that it's not the wealth that she's like attracted to, you know? We know that from now, from the now. We get that. He only recognizes him when he's drunk. My friend. Does he look different when he's drunk is my question. Is that why? That's not the reason, but I understand. I understand that, like, being drunk like this is like a lower class thing. So maybe it's like when they're both on each other's level, you know, because like the tramp is on a lower class, and then now that he's drinking, he's drunk. It's a lower class thing. They're both on like an even playing field. That's how they're able to like interact with each other. That's my interpretation of what's going on. I don't know if that fully made any sense, but hopefully it did. Oh my God, what is that? Why does he have that on? That is, again, such smart use of everything that's in frame. He's just... Oh, I love this bit. Yeah. So stupid. The music cut out. The music cut out again. For this being a silent film, you know, I know that the score in the background is very, very important, but it really does know when to play it and when to just let silence or sound effects like that sing. Literally, in this case. Like the little trail off. It does feel like he's trying to like get a bigger breath out. Oh, that's a gag that I never caught on to. That is so smart. I didn't know. Okay, I've never called a cab before, so I didn't know I didn't get that for a while. Oh my God, he's brought the dogs in. Why do they hate the dogs? What is wrong with dogs? Are dogs not high society enough for you? Dogs are pretty high society for me. They shared a bed? Yo, the fanfic writers are gonna go crazy over this. Are they gonna throw him out Beverly Hills Cop style? Is he gonna get thrown out the window? You just know. You just knew when he wheeled in the tray that they were gonna use all of that for a gag. This is his wife's stuff, isn't it? Oh no, it's his stuff. Gotcha. I'm a little slow sometimes, so I need to catch up. What happened to the dogs? Did they kick the dog? They better not have kicked the dogs out, have they? Back down the steps. It's not even like that big of a stairway, but it is enough to like create a difference in class, you know? Visually, anyway. Visual representation and symbolism. Yes, that's what I mean. Determined to help the girl he found work. Oh, yes, this part. We're back at where we started. We're back at the statue. The good old statue. Holy crap. What is going on? What? I wasn't alive during this time. Did people just have elephants walk around? Is that what's going on? $22 in rent. If I could go back in time with the money I have now, I'd be the richest person alive. I'm telling you. Man. Inflation. Goddamn inflation. I would kill for $22 rent. You kidding me? Grandma, what's wrong? Oh, I love that she like rubbed her face to like feel the tears and stuff. Good moment. I know there's no other way she would know, but come on. That's such a small, like, little choice. And it works. It works really well. Oh my God. Okay, I know what's coming up, so I think, again, what's in frame is so important and so carefully planned out. Yeah. Master. Absolute master. Wow, they don't even mention the important thing in the background. That's insane. To play the part of a gentleman without the millionaire was difficult, but he did his best. Oh my god. Just the foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. I don't want to say anything more. You guys should probably already pieced it together. Because you guys are smart. But foreshadowing. Holy crap. He got her a whole ass duck. Or is that that's gotta be a duck, right? That's insane, dude. Do you know how to cook that? Like a Chinese, do you know how to cook that Chinese style? Cure for blindness. Buddy, they're more advanced than we are now. 1927, they had a cure for blindness. God damn, see, this is why the past is better. This is what this is what our goddamn media wants to keep from us. The cure for blindness is out there. Oh my god, does he have anything to cut it? Oh my god. Why is this stressing me out? Okay, just fade it. It's just done. Damn. He's not gonna be back before break though, is he? He's still there. Yeah, he's still there. Oh, there we go. We got the change in music, finally. We won, boys. We won. Oh, she didn't read the notice. Oh. Did he tell? He told her. Oh, no. I'll pay it first thing in the morning. Late. I like how the title card was just late. You're late for the last time. Boxer's entrance. There we go. Do you want to make some easy money? Oh my god, is it time? That night, it's time. This is one of my favorite sequences ever put to film. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. This is the scene that I was talking about at the end of last video. That I was, that it was stuck in my mind. It's pretty much this last stretch of the movie, the last half an hour or so. The last half hour is not just the boxing match, but everything that happens in this last hour or last half an hour is just, oh my god. Cinematic gold. We split 50-50 and you promise you won't hurt me. Alright, we're already setting up what's gonna happen. Right off the bat. Establishing stakes. Establishing stakes before they happen. Unlike a certain other film that I've watched recently. I just love how, like, physically they're both way smaller than everyone else. Get out of town. The cops are after you. Again, okay, we established the stakes and then now we're having things go wrong. Perfect. Perfect setting up before the sequence. What on earth is that? Gotcha. I like how I asked and then the movie answered. That's crazy. Is he gonna try and set up another agreement where it's like 50-50? Oh, he's like the double his size, bro. Yep, there it is. There's the deal he's trying to make. Winner take all. Damn. He needs a I love this. I never noticed that. Visually, we're just showing that the lucky rabbit's foot is just nothing. He's gonna put it back. Yep, there it goes. I'm surprised they're letting him wear the hat. Yeah, never mind. They're not letting him wear the hat. I was about to be like, that's a really weird choice. Is this what refs do? What the Imagine how annoying a boxing match would be if it was actually like this. He just pushes him to the floor. Is this allowed in boxing? He's actually got some skills, I will say. The dodges. The hits are not, like, professional at all. But everything else is squaring up with the ref now. How is this ref, like, not dead? You know, if this is what he does all game. So stupid, bro. Bro, no one's paying attention if they seriously thought the round was over if he pulled it. Oh my god. Like how he has to charge up his punches like a cartoon character. So it's the kind of dumb humor I love. It's just like the rich guy beforehand. Can I show this on YouTube? A great use of the environment, bro. That's it. Yeah. Man, I could have watched this whole movie could have just been this boxing sequence. I know it would have been perfectly fine. If this is not one of the greatest things ever put to film, I don't know what is. Perfect use of like staging, blocking, making use of your environment. It's just perfect. It's like, buddy, there's just so much you can learn. If as a film student, there's so much you can learn from just that one sequence alone, if not this entire movie. It's insane. Even the little like markings of the names gives us so much personality in life, you know? Just a small detail that says so much about this. At this point, he's just gotta go steal from his rich friend. Like, there's nothing else he can do. Back from Europe. There you go. You know what's coming up. Yeah. This is the last thing he can do. I never noticed this, but no one else in the background is drunk. It's just him. It's just him. And that's why he's like, he sees the trap as a person, you know? Again, adding more fuel to my fire of a theory. Or words. Something like that. Are they both trying to sneak past the butler? Are they both trying to sneak past him? Is that what's... No. What is going on here? I'm gonna have this music stuck in my head. I've been listening to it for like the past hour or so. It's good. It's a good song. That's the thing with these silent movies. It's like, it's the same score over and over, but it's okay. Now don't worry about the girl. I'll take care of her. But he needs the money like now though, because otherwise this dude ain't gonna remember. Fanfic writers are gonna go crazy over that moment. Oh, are these like burglars? They thought he was away? Wait, he has the gun. Yeah, the gun is back. Oh my god. See, this rewards you for paying attention. What is that? What is that? What do we got here? Dude on the right looks a little like Michael Fassbender, I'm not gonna lie. Can I show that on YouTube, or am I gonna get my channel taken down? Or can I? I don't know what I can. This might be the first one where I like actually have to blur it. Like this, I'm not even kidding. Like I might have to blur that. I just know something next week is gonna be something horribly violent. I'm gonna get Reservoir Dogs or Inglourious Bastards next. Oh no, he's calling the police. Oh no. Oh no, dude. He's got the elegant fighting skills. He's gotta like not look suspicious at all, but he's doing a very poor job at that. He's been robbed. The butler is like the biggest POS of all time, bro. I was gonna say something bad. I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna get canceled if I say that. Oh my god. Oh no, is he sobered up? Oh no. Yeah, he's just gotta rob him. He's got all the money for it. Oh, he's keeping... Yeah, you know, it's smart. Oh, he thinks he's gonna get caught. Right? It's either he doesn't... Oh, no, he was just afraid of her seeing him. Yeah, because this is how he's treated by everyone else. Right back to where we started at the beginning. Oh my god. Oh no, he did get caught. Gotcha. Oh, he needs his cane for prison. That's very important. Yeah. That takes some talent. It's a nice little character choice, though. Also, I like this showing the passage of time. Oh, he's in there for a while, isn't he? Oh my god. He looks like even more rough than he did before. That's insane. Again, I think it's important to reestablish his place in society. You know, and I think by having his clothes be so torn and tattered, you know, it's just, you know, helps reestablish that he's like in a much lower place visually. I like that they're both in focus in this. Oh, is she gonna piece it together now? What can he say or like do that'll like make her know? You know, I'm not sure. this mirror's like before when he gave her the money. Now she's like returning the favor. She recognizes the hands. The hands. You. That's all you need. That one title card is all you need. Yes, I can see now. That line works in multiple different meanings. Aw, the end. That is, obviously one of the most iconic endings in cinema history. I love Chaplin. Yeah, let's talk about that. We've reset a little bit, as much as I could. Like always, it's not perfect, but we try our best. I hope that you guys have watched the movie before we got into this. If this is your first sort of dive into anything Charlie Chaplin, this is pretty much what all of his movies are like. It's it's very, very goofy and very, very over the top. But they work though. They still hold up, and I think a lot of the reason is because it rewards you for paying attention. Like literally every single thing in the frame is important in some way. Like it's either setting up something important for the story, setting up a gag within that same scene, or or it just gives the environment some life. The most obvious example of that I think is when the butler is wheeling in breakfast the morning after the party. You just know whatever's on that little tray. You just know that's going to be used for some gag in that scene. But I think the influence of Chaplin is very, very. You can see that in films made today. I think it's important for people who are film students now to study this, because it's a great use of blocking, making use of your environment. People, even YouTubers to a certain extent, or Vine stars, you take advantage of some of the techniques and styles of Charlie Chaplin. I think Zach King, who many of you guys know is not a musician, not a musician, magician, I meant to say. Or is he a magician? He's something. He's something along those lines. But he does if you guys don't know what he does, he's doing magic skits or sleight of the hand movements. But everything in his videos, if you pay attention, you can pick up on gags before they happen, because they're kind of clear in sight and they make sense and they reward you for paying attention. And that's part of the joy of it, is that it feels like it's like a two-way street. You feel like you're being rewarded for knowing what the gag is, but it's also somehow better and more extravagant than you could have imagined it being. So in that sense, it's something grand. And then, obviously taking use of the environment, it's something you see in Jackie Chan films now. How he fights with whatever's around him. That's sort of what happens here as well, kind of. We're not necessarily fighting unless you count the boxing scene. Even then, he's not fighting, he's losing. But it's in that same vein where it is more interesting when you do weird, wacky stuff with your environment, and it makes it more fun to watch, And I think that something that's important to mention, especially when we're on the topic of Charlie Chaplin, is that, while his films are very, very goofy and there's a bunch of jokes happening all the time, he always ends his film in a heartful manner. I think that's the right grammar for that. But his films, they end with sentimentality. Like this ending. It didn't end on a joke, it ended on emotion, and I think that's really, really important for this kind of thing. I know Buster Keaton likes to end his film on gags, and I like that as well, but I think for this story, for what he was trying to accomplish, and it works. It works so well. You connect with the tramp character. You've kind of grown to love him as a loser and a goof, but you want to see him succeed because you've seen him struggle and you see how everyone else looks down upon him. You want to see him, win at the end. You want to see him get the girl. And I think visually, this film did a very, very good job of showing you his status at certain moments. I mentioned the stairs a lot to his rich friend's house. Yeah, and I think, him rising up the steps to, sort of live in a higher class, slightly higher class life for a little bit is a great visual representation of that if it is like subtle. Um, and I also do think that the only reason that his millionaire friend could see him as who he was when he was drunk, I do think that is related directly to the class system, because obviously, being hammered is a lower class thing. It's seen as, not very class like, not very high classy, not very classy. And so obviously, if he meets the tramp down at his level, obviously when I'm speaking of the tramp, I'm talking about Charlie Chaplin. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but that's the character he plays in this. But yeah, I do think that when they're both on equal playing field, that's when they can recognize each other. They can relate to each other. They're both struggling. The millionaire is dealing with depression and a divorce, which they mentioned once, I think. I know they said his wife is expecting her bags. I don't know if that necessarily means they're getting divorced. That's what I interpreted it as, and I think that's what it means. But, well, I don't know. But he's got his own problems, right? He's got his own personal problems. His life is kind of falling apart. His butler sucks. That's not related to that, but that doesn't hurt to mention that his butler kind of sucks. But yeah, and I do think that having not necessarily resolving that whole storyline is very important. I like that the last time we see him, he doesn't recognize the tramp at all, and he thinks he stole money from him. I think that's a great way to end that. And you do know that he's never going back there. You do know that that's like the end of the friendship, that he kind of did only use it for like money and status. And you can't really blame him. And I think to a certain extent there was like a genuine not mutual friendship, but there was a genuine friendship trying to develop out of the tramp towards his millionaire friend, but that was just never gonna happen, given their own place in the world and how he's continually. Which one is the one I'm thinking of? How he keeps getting shoved down the stairs and back to a lower class, unfortunately, by the butler, who is sort of like drawing the line between the two of them, trying to keep the wealthy man away from him, and then obviously the tramp in his own section of the world. I don't know why I'm out of breath talking. Costume design wise, I think is something very, very interesting to look at, especially if you want to establish class and how the characters interact with the costumes they're wearing. I think that's very, very interesting to analyze as well. The scene obviously that I'm thinking of is when the tramp is going to the ball party thing, and he's wearing like a really fancy suit for the first time, and he's like slipping in his like dress shoes and stuff. I think that's a very good way of establishing character and like really putting ourselves into their shoes, quite literally. It's just great. It's great. It's a great gag. And it functions not only as a gag, but also as like informing you of this character and how he lives his life, and even like the differences in his own ways of living, like how he's stuffed. I don't know if it's gonna get put into the reaction, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna assume you've seen the movie, but when he stuffs the napkin into his pants, just little character moments like that, how he interacts with the world differently from everyone else. He's always an other in these scenes. He's always put at a lower status than everyone else, and everyone else is higher, and so he always has to punch up. Again, punching up is much more interesting than punching down at something. So they've constantly made him struggle for every single scene of the movie. Even when he's with the millionaire friend, he is kind of struggling. He's got the whistle that he inhaled. He has the shoes that he can't walk in. He has to fight off burglars for him. It's just fun. It's fun, and the stakes aren't life or death. You never feel like any real danger for any of the characters, even with the gun or the scene at the river that I can't say what happens because YouTube will give my channel a strike. Um, what was I saying? Oh, even the boxing match that has like no real physical tension in it. It's more about, the emotions behind why he's doing all of these things. It's more about, can he get the money for the girl's eye surgery? Can he get the money for the girl's rent? Can he buy more flowers? Can he make, can he build this connection with this girl? And I think that's really, really smart, especially in this comedy film, in this film that's outright a comedy. It would be kind of difficult, and I think the audience doesn't expect the trap to get hurt during that boxing match anyway. And I think Chaplin must know that. He's like, okay, we're not gonna make it like really, really serious. We're gonna have me like diving on him like a pro wrestler. I don't think that existed at the time, but maybe this is where it started. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna have like all these goofy little things. We're gonna have the ref standing in front of us the entire match. We're gonna we're gonna have me tie the bell around me. It's just fun. It's just fun, and it's like I said, the influence of Chaplin can still be felt throughout cinema history. It's just a marvel. I think if you look at Tom Cruise and how he handles his stunts, there is a similarity in it where it's just this devotion to just give it your all that's just so admirable. And I think that's another reason why his movies also hold up so well, is that he didn't fake any of this, right? Like, it's just they didn't have the technology to fake this back then. There's no green screen, there's no CGI. He's just doing all this stuff for real. And it's wonderful. I wish we had a Buster Keaton film on this list. I really wish, because God damn, you want to see a man almost die? You watch a Buster Keaton film. This is like a Charlie Chaplin film is like Buster Keaton playing it safe. This is like, okay, I can see how he could get injured doing this, but I don't think that he's actually gonna, get seriously hurt doing any of these stunts. If we watched a Buster Keaton film, you'd be wondering how this man has lived for as long as he did. Like, Jesus Christ. But there's still a few moments in here where I'm just like, how are you still good? Like, like the river. I don't think he pulled like a Tom Cruise where he just like stayed underwater for like a long ass time. I think he was just down there for a little bit, but still, yet, what the heck? He was down there for a decent amount of time, enough for me to go like, wait, are you good? You good, man? So, yeah, I'm not saying like, oh, you need to almost kill your actors in order to get good stuff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is something kind of interesting and fascinating and thrilling about seeing actors perform these, death-defying stunts. And Chaplin knows this, and that's why he does a lot of this. He's a great physical actor. He knows how the camera should be placed. He knows what should be in frame, what shouldn't be in frame, how gags should work, how to set them up, how to set up the story, how to foreshadow things. It's brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. The title cards in this go so hard. I love the way they're used is just perfect. The ones the whatever's written on them, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And also I love the little sound effects that we got going on here. The little slide whistle when he's eating the noodles, or like the little oh my god. I'm just thinking about the music. This is a silent film, obviously, but the music in here is just the way that the music cuts out whenever he swallows the whistle, and it's just replaced by silence, and all you can hear is a whew, whew. It's fun. That's fun. It's fun. I have no other words other than it's a fun time. I love this movie a lot. This is, as of right now, my favorite Chaplin. I haven't seen Modern Times. I have seen The Gold Rush and a couple other Chaplin films. But I'm really excited to get into Modern Times at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon. Maybe even next time. We don't know. The only way we can find out is by spinning the wheel. I think I'm done talking about City Lights. Is there anything else I want to mention? Is there anything else? I think I'm good. I think I mentioned almost everything I wanted to say, and that's not to say that it's like a bad thing. That's not a bad thing either. It's just I got it all out of my system. I'm happy. I'm happy that I watched this, that I had enough to say. I think I got everything I wanted to say out in a relatively quick manner. It's only 15 minutes, but all right. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the video. It's time to spin the wheel. I don't. I was gonna say I want something copyright free. Nothing on here is copyright free or in the public domain. I mean, nothing in here. Either way, nothing is in the public domain. I'm gonna have issues either way, no matter what I land on. We're gonna see what happens. I'm still hoping for something I haven't seen. I would like Rear Window or M or Citizen. I've seen Citizen Kane. North by Northwest, Lawrence of Arabia would be weird. That's a weird one to watch on a laptop, I think, Lawrence of Arabia. But maybe I'll find a way to watch it on a bigger screen for that one. That's like one made for the big screen experience, right? That's the first one in 70 mil, I think. Or one of the... No, it wasn't the first one in 70 mil, but it was made for the big 70 millimeter experience. Only way to find out what we're going to land on is by spinning the wheel. I'm so nervous. I am so ungodly nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I get to watch a great film and I'm nervous about it. I think I'm just scared of landing on a franchise. Like I think I'm scared of landing on like The Dark Knight Rises or like Toy Story 3, where like the next few weeks will be nothing but that. Because I would like to have some variety. I don't know why I set up my rules like this, but I guess screw it. We're gonna spin. We're gonna find out what we land on. God damn it! I forgot to full screen it. We're gonna full screen. Oh, we can't full screen. Oh, we messed up. Huh? Huh? No way. Play the Vine Boom sound effect. God damn it. Oh my god. I seriously thought we were gonna land on Once Upon a Time in America. That is not a joke. I straight up thought we were gonna land on Once Upon a Time in America. I was so excited for like a split second, then I saw it roll over to Return of the Jedi. Okay, well, I guess you don't have to wait that long, Star Wars fans. We're going to finish up the original Star Wars trilogy in the next 2 weeks. We have Empire Strikes Back next week, and then after that we have Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I think I willed this into existence. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is my fault. If I didn't say anything, we would have landed on Once Upon a Time in America. But unfortunately, I had to open my mouth. At least it's Return of the Jedi. It's Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is Return of the Jedi. So obviously, like I mentioned in the video explaining all of this, because I landed on a part 3 of a trilogy, and part 2 is also on here, and part 2 is necessary to understand part 3. I will be covering both films, and I've already covered the original Star Wars on my channel. It's the first film I ever covered for this series, so if you'd like to watch that, please go back and check that out. But of course, because we didn't land on Empire, we landed on Jedi. Empire is off the list, but we're not going to spin at the end of Empire, obviously, because that's not necessarily the film we landed on. We're going to spin after Jedi. We're going to finish up Star Wars. That's cool. We don't have to worry about it anymore, and hopefully I don't have to get yelled at by Star Wars fans, because that's what I'm afraid of. But yes. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for tuning in. It really does mean a lot. If you would like to see my reaction to the Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Jedi, please come on back next time. We will be watching those, obviously. Thank you for watching. Long live cinema. Cut the credits.